The rain had stopped. The storm that had shaken the world was finally over. For 40 long days and 40 long nights, the heavens had opened and the waters of the deep had burst forth. The flood had swallowed mountains, forests, villages, and cities. The cries of the world had been silenced, and all that remained was the ark, floating on endless waters. Then came the waiting. Day after day, Noah, his family, and the animals looked out over a world covered in water. It was quiet, too quiet. But Noah believed God's promise. He trusted that the same God who had told him to build the ark would also bring them out again. At last, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sent out a raven, then a dove, searching for signs of dry land. The first time, the dove returned, for there was no place to rest. The second time, it came back with a fresh olive leaf in its beak, a sign of life, a sign of hope. And the third time, the dove did not return, for it had found a new home. The waters had receded, the earth was ready. Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives stepped out of the ark. The animals rushed into the fields, lions stretching in the sunlight, doves flying free, elephants trumpeting across the land. For the first time in months, Noah felt the ground beneath his feet. Fresh earth, new beginnings. And the very first thing Noah did was not to build a house or gather food or plant a garden. The very first thing he did was build an altar to the Lord. Upon the stones, he placed an offering, lifting smoke and fragrance up to heaven as a sacrifice of thanksgiving. The Lord looked upon Noah's offering, and his heart was moved with mercy. Though the flood had washed away wickedness, God knew the human heart was still prone to evil, yet he chose mercy instead of wrath. And so God spoke to Noah. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. And to seal this promise, God set a sign in the sky. The clouds began to part. Sunlight pierced through, shining upon the mist of the rain. And there, stretching across the heavens, was the first rainbow. Colors brighter than Noah had ever seen. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, each glowing like brushstrokes of light painted by the hand of God. It arched across the sky like a crown, a bridge between heaven and earth. And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever the rainbow appears, I will remember my covenant." The rainbow was not only for Noah, it was for his children and their children and for all of us, a reminder that even though storms come, they do not last forever. Judgment may fall, but mercy will rise again. The rainbow is God's banner of peace, His signature in the sky, saying, "I keep my promises." And so whenever you see a rainbow today, remember the story. Remember Noah stepping out of the ark, the altar of thanksgiving, the first covenant sealed in color. Remember that God has not changed. He still keeps His word. He still chooses mercy. He still gives new beginnings. Your life may have storms. You may walk through floods of trouble, waves of sorrow, or seasons of silence where it feels like the waters will never recede. But when the clouds lift, God's rainbow still shines. It whispers to you, "I am faithful. I am merciful. My promises never fail."